Hello there, and welcome to my living room. I'm Kathleen Hirschner. What a lovely display of new items we have here that were all created by my guest, who I'm going to talk to in a second. And she brought so many things that I decided to put some of them on. I have a beautiful bracelet, very creative items, and this lovely necklace, all courtesy of my guest today, Anita Miller, who is a fashion designer and jewelry designer, and she has her own business called Vanitopia.
Yes.
Anita, welcome.
Thank you.
I love shows like this. It's so visually stimulating.
Yeah, I know. They are really with many details, you know, everything.
There's so many things to look at today. You've transformed what is already a very nice set into a very beautiful and feminine little room here. I love this. I think it's the best it's ever looked.
Okay, thank you.
And you're wearing some of your own creations as well.
Yes.
You kind of have like a 1920s flapper look. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
It's kind of it was the style of the 20s, the roaring 20s.
I like this style, that's why.
It's very good for you.
Yeah, I bring this collar and this...
little headband.
Yes.
So you are a friend of one of the girls who works for Aprende Inglés, Conchi, and she encouraged you to come here today so you could promote your creations.
Yeah, my creations.
And I think you sell them out of a store. You don't have your own shop, do you? Or do you?
I have a showroom.
A showroom.
My atelier, but I make some fairs and I sell to another shops.
So you sell to shop owners. You don't sell directly to people like me.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yes.
Can they order from? Do you have a website? They can order from your website.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
Vanitopia.com.
Okay, Vanitopia, V-A-N-I-T-O-P-I-A.
Yes.
Cute name, by the way, taking the word vanity and utopia.
Yes.
And putting it together.
It's a mix, yes.
Did you come up with that name yourself? Did you create that?
Yeah. One day I think I was trying to think about the name, and I said, Vanitopia is like vanilla and utopia.
Well, so it's more vanilla. I was thinking like vanity because
no vanity.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's not always a negative word. A vanity is also a noun for something in a woman's dressing room. The vanity is the little piece of furniture where she has her makeup and her mirror.
Yes, maybe it's a mix.
Names are important, though. I mean, names are. When I was thinking about a name for this show, my living room, the name sometimes gives you the idea of what you want to have the show be about or what you want your creations to look like. Sometimes it's a way to start. It's a little bit backwards. Why don't you tell me how you started in this business? Were you a design student in school?
Yeah, I studied fashion design in Madrid.
Yeah.
And I was living in London for 9 months. And
were you going to school in London?
No, just working.
Okay.
Working in.
So after you finished school in Madrid, you went to London.
Yeah, I went to London to learn English and also try to start in the fashion business there.
Competitive business, eh?
Yeah.
To be successful in fashion.
Yeah. It's very competitive and very small. How can I say, circle? You know. Small.
Yeah.
All the people know each other, but it's really difficult to put the head
in.
Yeah.
To get your foot. I mean, we might say in English, to get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
It's like the business. One of the businesses I've worked in, voiceovers, which are when you do voices for commercials or for other projects where you read as a character, or maybe as yourself. And it's an industry that's dominated by a very small group of people.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard, very difficult to get your foot in the door.
Yes.
Yeah. So I really like, well, we're going to probably go through these pieces, some of them anyway, but overall, when you brought this in and set it up in my living room, I was impressed by, what's the word, the cohesiveness or the consistency of your style. Like it all kind of has a certain look. You're not trying to create a lot of radically different looks. It's like you have a sense of style, and it sort of plays out in all of these pieces. Like my necklace that you let me wear today is very kind of similar to yours, and there's this sense of, I would say, like whimsy. Do you know what the word whimsy means?
No, I don't know. What's that?
It's a good word for fashion. It means something's fun and playful. And so not childish, but playful. W-H-I-M-S-Y, whimsy.
I think it's
Whimsical. It comes from the word whimsical.
I think it's like my personality, you know.
Yeah.
I'm really optimist and funny, and I think is that the things I create is like me, like my personality.
An extension of you.
Yeah, an extension of me, really.
Is this something that you had to think about when you were going to fashion school? Did they recommend that you try to figure out who you are and what your own personal style is, and then
always
do something with that?
Yes, they always say that if we say to create a line, make as you want. Yes, to see her.
To be yourself.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
I think when people finally get to the point when they can be themselves, that's when they really start to become successful. You're very young, and so for you to...
Not so young.
Well, but believe me, my dear, you're young. But you're younger than I am. And so to be able to get to find yourself and to know who you are as a person at an early age is so much better than when I got around to it. I think I was in my 40s, which I still am, but it took me many years before I figured out how to be myself and to sort of like not try to be what other people wanted me to be, but to be who I am.
Yes,
and I noticed that I was more successful then.
Sometimes it's difficult because suddenly you don't know how to do with your life, or your life is going in one way and you want to change it, and yeah.
Well, sometimes people are self-conscious. I interview a lot of people, of course, as you know, as part of this work, and sometimes people, when they sit down where you're sitting now, they're very self-conscious, and the person that I talked to before they came into the set is a different person than it is sitting in the sofa when the camera is turned on. It's, you know, you can see them change, and I always feel like my job is to try to get them back to who they were before. But you are just the way you were when I first met you, which is about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yes.
And then you set up all these beautiful things in the living room. So let's talk. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've created?
Okay. So I create this bracelet. You know, you have a
like the one I have on.
Yeah, the one.
I love this. It's got all this beaded work on it, and it's heavy.
Yeah.
I like this sort of substantial.
Yes, yes.
Feeling. No, I mean in a positive way. I like it that it's not like little light and delicate stuff.
No, it's strong pieces.
Yes.
And also handmade. Everything is handmade. There is just one piece. I will never repeat two pieces.
Yeah?
No, it's like unique piece.
Okay.
So
there are not two of any of these?
No.
I like that.
No.
Limited editions. Do you make this yourself?
Yes.
You make all of it yourself?
All by myself.
Oof.
All the labels also, everything. And also I do some T-shirts and the party line.
The
like
party
this.
line, I mean in terms of clothing?
Yes.
Did you make this dress, this beautiful dress, by the way? I love this.
This is a customized?
Custom made?
Custom made.
For a client? Was this made for a client?
No, it's for the collection. I mean, because customized, I bought the dress without anything, and I changed, I sew, you know, customized.
Yeah, you customized a dress. You bought a dress that was already made, and then you changed it.
Yeah.
And you made it so that it would go with your jewelry, because you made the belt and you added this detail on the on the bodice.
Yes,
it's called a bodice at the top.
That's what I do.
I love this. I think that is
Thank
absolutely
you.
charming.
Thank you.
And your sense of color is really something. I was telling you before we started the show today that I never wear pink. This is the first day of 8 weeks of taping that I've ever worn pink. And my stylist said, Kathleen, why don't you try on this pink jacket? And I was like, I normally don't like pink. But I wore it thinking, well, okay. And then when I saw your collection, I thought, this is perfect.
Perfect.
The timing was great.
Perfect.
What is on this little tree here, Anita?
Here we have some colors.
Some necklaces, collar.
Collar necklaces.
Can I see this?
Yes.
This is one that I particularly like. It's beautiful.
You see, have many details. The collection is based on all in the details. The details.
So details are one of the hallmarks of your designs.
Yes.
I love this.
I'm not minimalist.
No.
Not at
no,
all.
but you know what? Minimalism is kind of boring. We've been doing minimalism for several years.
Yes, yes.
And now it's time for people to be a little bit more creative or wear more creative things.
Well, there are many people who doesn't like this, for example, is not minimalist.
Who wouldn't like that? It's so
people,
cute.
but
Well,
it's normal.
Does it, now let me ask you a question that I've never had a chance to ask a designer. Does it hurt your feelings when somebody comes to a show that you're doing or your showroom and doesn't like something and they go, lech? I mean, does it hurt you personally?
Well, just a little bit, but it's too difficult to like everything.
You can't please everyone.
No, please everyone is so difficult.
Yeah.
So
you wrote something in the formulario that you completed for us, which we asked people to do just so I can get to know you, that I liked. I think it was something your mother said to you, or maybe it was, I can't remember if it was your mom or if it was from you, but you said you've learned that you can't change the personality of people.
Yeah.
So you have to sort of work with it and stop, and don't try to change people.
Never.
It's very good advice.
Don't try.
Because you're not going to win.
No.
You're not going to change a person's personality unless they want to change it themselves.
Yes, yes. I have an experience with an ex-boyfriend, and that's why I learned this. So you can never change the personality of the people, so don't even try.
It's a good thing to know when you're starting out in a relationship. Of course, some of us learn this a little bit later or too late. But yeah. I think most people, or many people, go into relationships thinking that they can make adjustments to the person that they are going to be with, maybe for the rest of their life. But the truth of the matter is you have to like and accept the person they are right at that moment.
Yeah.
And then you'll be a lot better off. You'll be a lot happier.
From the beginning. From
the beginning.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Spend your energy in another way, because it's a fool's game to go in that direction. What will you do? First of all, how long have you been doing this kind of work, Vanitopia?
Vanitopia, less than 1 year.
Okay, well, I figured it was a new company. So what are you going to do when you become really successful? No. You have to think positive.
Positive, yeah.
When you become really successful and all of a sudden you have a lot of people who want your jewelry or want your designs, but you only work for yourself. Are you going to hire people and teach them how to make what you make?
I think I should do, because if not, by myself, it's going to be really hard, you know?
Well, I have a girlfriend who's a jewelry designer, and she's trying to do that now. She's been in business for a long time. And she said it's really stressful. She said, I make everything myself because I don't have time to teach people how to do what I do. She works from a foundry. She actually goes to a foundry. I don't know the word in Spanish for foundry, but it's where they cast the metal. It's like a big factory where they actually take and make the metal pieces.
Okay, okay.
What do you call that in Spanish?
I don't know now.
Okay,
I don't know,
but you know what I mean.
But I understand you.
And she said that she had to make a decision about whether it was better for her to limit the amount of pieces that she made or to hire people to make them for her. So it was just too difficult to teach people how to do that.
Wow. Well, I don't know.
Well, you don't have to decide now.
No.
I mean, obviously.
I think I will try to find time.
Yeah. Well, what have been some of the challenges in starting your own business? You're an entrepreneur, and that requires a little bit of money to start up, what we call in English startup costs. And was it easy to start the business, or did you have to find investors? Did your parents help you? What did you do?
Yeah, my parents helped me just a little bit. And no, well, actually I'm doing everything by myself, and I try to begin step by step.
Yeah.
Start
small and build.
Yeah. Now I'm working at home. My atelier is at home, and well, you know, selling, working in my home and selling to another shops and making some fairs, and internet is really good.
Yeah, I bet
really
it is.
good business.
And doesn't IFEMA have a big fair every year? I think one of my friends who's a jewelry designer went to IFEMA one year.
Yes.
She said it was kind of stressful, and she didn't sell that much, but it was good exposure for her jewelry.
IFEMA, I was there because I was working in another company for 4 years.
Before you started this business?
Yes. and I went to IFEMA, this fair, for 10 times maybe.
Yeah.
And it's really big, huge.
Yeah.
But it's another kind of fair. I prefer, for example, Nomada Market is the one I have already done with this collection, and it's more like I don't know,
like a mercadillo.
Yeah,
A
like
friend of mine-
new designers, young
Yeah.
designers. IFEMA is like SIM is called the fair of IFEMA, and it's like things similar to Zara and
Big companies.
big production, big.
That's what my friend said. She said she felt like she got lost in a sea of companies because hers was a little company like yours, and she said it was just very difficult. But you never know. You might meet the next person who wants to invest and help you grow your business or take it to the next level.
Yeah.
So tell me about these things on the end of the table. I think these are headbands.
Yeah, headbands.
What are, so those, like the one you have on, can you, these
Yes.
are, I don't want to ask you to grab one, but I really like those. Those are cute, and it looks really good. The one you have on your head looks excellent. It looks like almost like a little scarf.
Yeah. It's like this one is fixed with this.
Yeah,
But
it goes.
You
it
can
matches
buy.
it.
Yeah, you match. You can buy separately.
Yeah.
And those are I don't know how to say. This one is blanda. Is
Soft,
soft.
and these are more rigid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And also, I want to show you this piece.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Is that another dress that you customized?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
This one in the fair was the best. Was the star one. All the people really like this.
Hold it out a little bit so the our cameraman. There we go. Beautiful.
Thank
You know,
you.
it's funny. It's not funny what you do. It's amazing what you do. You take a simple dress that's attractive in its own way, but when you add the detail to the top, it transforms the dress completely. Like, for instance, this one here. It's a nice dress without the detail.
Yeah.
You know,
of course.
and I like the material. It's kind of has a nice stretchy quality. It has like a little slip underneath it.
Yes.
But when you add the detail, it's a completely different creation.
Yes, it's
I
like
love
a
that.
basic and non-basic. So
I've learned I'm not a very stylish person, but I've learned a little bit about style just from being on TV, because you have to make an effort to look good, and normally I'm pretty lazy. Or, you know, I wear jeans or t-shirt or whatever,
yeah,
and I thought,
very sporty person.
a bit sporty, which is sometimes kind of boring. No, I'm serious. And so I've learned a bit about what looks good on me, and now I can make decisions more quickly than I used to be able to. Now I can walk into a store, and because I've had a bit of experience with my stylist here, I can say, okay, yes, no, you know, it doesn't take so long. It's not so...
Experience.
Yeah, just experience.
Yeah.
Before we get too much farther, we don't have that much time left. I want to ask you a question about your background. You're half Spanish and half Guatemalan.
And Czechia.
And another part, so you're third Spanish, third Guatemalan, and third Czech
Yes.
from Czech Republic. So which one of your parents is Spanish?
My father.
Your dad. Okay.
My father,
Your
yes.
mom is from Guatemala?
Yes.
And who's the Czech relative?
My grandma.
Your mom's mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My father and all his family are Spanish.
Okay.
Spanish.
I can see some of the South American in your face. I love that.
Yes.
It makes you look very unique, especially living in Spain. Because when I first...
Some people think that I'm Brazilian. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that maybe.
Because when I was living in London, my hair was like this.
Really?
And a lot of people thought that I was Brazilian.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm Spanish.
I think you look really cute with short hair. Was it a big... I mean, obviously it was a big change to cut your
Yes.
hair. Did you regret it later? Or, no.
No. I did. And my hair was like that. From this,
Wow.
like this.
Woo!
Yes.
What did your friends think? Were they shocked when you cut all your hair off?
Yeah.
you-
My mother doesn't like.
See, I'm the opposite, Anita. I grew up with a mother who always wanted me to have short hair. And we used to have terrible fights because she would force me to get my hair cut, and I wanted to have hair like I have now. So the minute I went to university, that was it.
Finished.
Oh, no. I started growing my hair, and every time my mom would see me, I don't like all that hair hanging down. I said, I like it, and so do my boyfriends. So, cállate.
Cállate.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So you kind of grew up with this mixed, well, multicultural household.
Definitely.
And do you speak any Czech at all?
No.
But
no.
So you grew up speaking Spanish, obviously.
Yes, I speak French.
Really?
Because my mother, she was living in Paris for 10 years.
Really?
And when I was a child, my father talked in Spanish, and my mother talked to me in French. So...
That's awesome. So you're bilingual?
Yes.
In French and Spanish?
Yes, like this, like bilingual.
That's
yes.
fantastic. You're very fortunate.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you speak English as well. And you said, I think you said earlier that you went to London to learn to speak English.
Yes, yes.
Well, you've done a very good job. Now you speak 3 languages very well.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, three languages. Yeah, I think it's very important.
Well, it can't hurt, and especially in a business like yours, when you're dealing with a lot of different nationalities, well, people from everywhere, and the more people that you can interact with on a business level with language, the more you're going to be able to sell.
Yes.
What is your greatest aspiration? Do you know what aspiration means? What's your greatest hope for your collection? I mean, how do you want to get big, or do you like it the way it is now?
I mean, my inspiration could be...
No, aspiration.
Aspiration.
Aspiration are your hopes for the future.
Well, try to live, dedicate to this only, not another job.
Do you have another job right now?
Not right now, but I think it's difficult to start, and I want to... Yes, but I don't want to be Amancio Ortega. You know Amancio Ortega? The owner of Zara?
No.
I don't want to be like him.
No.
But, you know, have a customer and really happy customer and can...
So you like sort of the human interaction that you can have with your customers if you're not too big. If you get too big, you become like Ortega.
I lose my personality.
Well, yeah, you might lose some of the thing that's so important, I think, to women.
Yes.
Which is that communicativeness.
Yes.
You know, the
I want to...
intimacy.
I put my heart in every design, you know, and I don't want to make big things.
Right.
Big quantities of the same thing because it loses the personality.
Yeah, it will dilute the character of your pieces. Your inspiration, I guess, from what you're saying earlier at the beginning of our conversation, sort of comes from within. So the things that I'm wearing today and the things that you're wearing, this is a reflection of your own sense of humor, sense of style, because there's something humorous. Not I don't mean funny, haha.
No, yeah,
but there's a humor and a light quality to them.
And I like you appreciate this.
I do. Well, it suits me. It suits me because I'm not a serious person, as you probably can tell. I don't have time for that. Life is short. You might as well enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you have to be funny.
Well, I want to thank you, Anita, so much for coming. It's been a delight to meet you.
Thank you.
One of my more entertaining shows, I think. I love what you've created.
Thank you so much.
Vanitopia.
Vanitopia, yes.
And people can find you on the internet, easily probably, on Facebook, I would guess. So is it...
and I have a showroom
And you have a
also.
showroom? And where is that?
En Avenida Felipe II, número 8, sexto 3, with a previous call to make an appointment.
So just call to make an appointment?
Yes.
And people can see your collection.
Yeah.
Anita Miller, what a delight.
Sorry?
What a delight to have you.
Oh, okay.
And thank you for tuning in to another interesting and exciting episode here in my living room. We'll be back with more guests, hopefully like Anita, with you very soon. So adios, amigos and amigas. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.